Tucked away in the corner of a shopping center on Central Avenue, across from John's Incredible Pizza in Monclair, lies one of the newest and best Chinese restaurants in our area, Szechuan Garden. The dim-lit dining room is tastefully decorated, creating a serene ambiance, while the small private dining room is perfect for that special party or event. Specializing in dishes from the Szechuan and Mandarin regions of China, the main menu features traditional as well as originals Chinese dishes, while a special Chinese menu offers a truly authentic culinary experience. Under the guidance of owner chef Sam Wong and partner Stephen Ren, Szechuan Garden is quickly becoming one of the Inland Empire's premier Chinese restaurants. Over here in Monclair, Szechuan Garden, I love Chinese food, and when I first discovered this restaurant, it had some tweaks that had to work out. It's been open about 7 months, so it's a new restaurant, and they're very accommodating, and I've been here probably 5-6 times, and every time I come here, it's like a culinary adventure. I mean, I try so many different foods here, and normally I don't like to do a restaurant when it's that new, but this one really
this one's special.
Yeah,
it warrants it.
Well, without further ado, let's get right to the food. First dish we had was Szechuan wontons, $5.25.
Amazing price. 12 beautiful, luscious wontons, chicken, ginger, special Chinese oil. These were delicious. They had a kick at the end, and I think you discovered that
it's
it was
Szechuan peppercorns, which gives it a very unique flavor.
Yeah.
And it's not overpowering, but it does numb your tongue.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, but it's not,
just for a few minutes.
yeah, but it's not bad. It's not a bad numbing, but it's
No.
just part of the. Again, these
It's
are
not hot. It's not a hot. No, it's a great. They had a great flavor, very rich. But the kick at the end added that special something that you don't ordinarily get. I love these.
And these were tremendous, and that sauce was a beautiful velvety sauce.
Very good.
Lots of flavor, tangy, a little sweet.
Absolutely. Served over fresh spinach, which I think the balance of that fresh spinach with the spicy sauce was perfect. I love these.
It was very good.
Very good.
Next, seafood hot and sour soup, $8.35. This is a large one. This is, again, hot and sour soup, but this had vinegar, white pepper, tofu, eggs, black fungus strips, shrimp, scallops, whitefish, cornstarch to thicken it, and chopped green onions.
Basically everything but the kitchen sink.
Yeah, now I really like hot and sour soup. And what made this nice is it had a very unique seafood flavor.
Definitely.
Some of the fish really went into this fish. I don't know if they used fish stock or what, but it had a different, unique flavor to it. And again, it had a nice seafood, and it was just a very unique and different
It was
hot
very
and sour
hearty.
soup. I've never seen this in any menu.
I agree. Just delicious.
Good stuff.
So next up is tangerine shrimp and scallops, $16.35. These were so beautifully breaded. Very light, more of like a tempura batter. What would you say?
No, it was cornstarch, but it was just light. It
Just
wasn't
very
real heavy.
light, but the flavor was so unique. You get a lot of orange flavors in a lot of Chinese restaurants.
They use a tangerine peel.
Right, but this is tangerine, which
Right.
makes it a little bit more different. I really love the contrast between the sweet sauce and the green onion. I thought it really worked well.
Yeah, and the chilies weren't really hot, so it
No.
was actually a mild dish, even though there's chilies in
Yeah,
it.
for wimps like me.
Yeah, and the scallops were nice. It had a nice, kind of a seafoody flavor to it. You know, scallops are just that smooth flavor that is very hard to describe. A little sweetness to it.
Yeah, they're
And-
sweet, but not fishy.
No, no,
You
no.
know, it had a very, very mild, delicious flavor, and I thought it really worked well.
Very good. Then came one of my favorite dishes: sweet wasabi crispy shrimp, $16.95. Oh my! This consisted of 18 large, plump, succulent shrimp that were dusted with cornstarch, deep fried, walked with a wasabi aioli, roasted dry wasabi peas on top of shrimp chips. What was so nice about this was the shrimp. First of all, the batter was a lot different than the first one we had,
It
the
definitely
tangerine
was.
one. This was a substantial,
Crispy.
deep, crispy
Yes.
flavor, which I love.
I did too.
You bite into it, the succulent, sweet shrimp.
So
now,
good.
wasabi, to a lot of people, it could be overwhelming. This wasn't pure wasabi. This had just a tint
Creamy.
of the wasabi flavor.
Very
Well,
creamy.
mayonnaise with it.
Yeah.
And it had a little sweetness to it. And then the wasabi peas gave it that crunch, instant crunch with the wasabi flavor to it. And I really, really liked the presentation with the shrimp chips. You don't see it very often. I make these at home a lot.
Yeah.
You didn't like them. I thought this is sensational.
I love the flavors. I just wasn't wild about the pink chip. I think I would omit the pink Chip. I like
What's wrong with pink?
It
It's
just-
part of shrimp chips.
It was a little cotton candy color. It's good for Easter.
Oh, this is good anytime. I don't care. Every day of the year. I'll tell you, folks, this is a stunning textural and taste treat. You're going to love it. Speaking of loving it, the next one. Oh,
my gosh.
tea smoked duck, $12.45, which is a steal. So I would jump at this before the owner realizes this should be about $25 worth.
Yes.
This is like 3 stages to make this. It takes 2 days.
Yeah.
1 day is to marinate it. That's the first day. It's marinated with Szechuan peppercorns, green onions, ginger, and salt. The second day, it's rinsed. Then it's blow dried. Then it's smoked for about 10-15 minutes. Then it's steamed with Chinese black tea, black sugar, dry rice, a gorgeous presentation,
Oh,
a
beautiful.
sprinkling of shredded green onion over it. This is as close as I've seen to Peking duck. Peking duck's more crispier, a little less fatty than this, but the flavors, it's all about flavors. If you like smoked ham, this tastes just like it. And
Yeah.
with duck, I mean, it's just a perfect presentation and a beautiful dish.
I think this dish was so unique. And the labor of love that goes into this, I mean, when he was describing the days of effort for this dish, and when he brought the dish out, you're like, okay, I get it. This dish is special.
Very, very
I mean,
good.
come for this dish alone. It's worth the drive.
It was probably the best duck I've ever had at any Chinese restaurant. It was that good.
It was amazing.
Now, the first 6 dishes were off the regular traditional menu. The next 3 dishes are off their special Chinese menu, and this is the kind of food that you'll see in the streets of China. Very, very authentic.
The next dish was wonderful. Szechuan Garden Special Fried Rice, $12.95. This was amazing. Egg, shrimp, chicken, Chinese sausage. I didn't even know they had Chinese
Oh,
sausage.
it's so good.
So good. Squid, bean sprouts, special made peanuts. We have to talk about the special made peanuts. I'll get back to that. Green onions, dried chili, and imitation crab. This was by far the best fried rice I've ever had. I mean, I don't know that you can really mess fried rice up, but the flavors in this rice were amazing. I have to talk about the peanuts. The chef makes these peanuts that are, I don't even know, what is he, it's like chili and I mean.
It's boiled first, so it's boiled peanuts first, then it's drained, then it's deep fried, and then there's sugar and all kinds of spices.
Ancient Chinese secret.
But let me tell you, these are as crunchy as peanuts you'll ever see.
Come in for the peanuts alone. They are so good. And he adds them to this fried rice, which gives it another level of flavor. It's just, all I can say is it's very unique. It's
Exactly.
not your traditional fried rice. It has those flavors that you love and crave, but it has that extra special something that you
Right.
really, really love.
Next came a real traditional dish. Shredded tripe in red chili oil, $8.95. Be nice, I didn't interrupt you, princess. Okay, this is sliced beef tripe that's put in water and boiled, so it's clean, dumped out. Then more water is added, a whole new bunch of water, and it's cooked with peppercorns, so Szechuan peppercorns, basil, ginger, onion, Chinese cooking wine, white pepper, soy sauce, and sugar. And it's almost like braised. It really absorbs into the tripe. It's served cold on a plate with green onions, cilantro, chili oil, soy sauce. Now, what made this nice was it has no funky flavor. You know,
No.
tripe can do that. Mexican tripe sometimes does.
Right.
This had absolutely no funky flavorness. Now, the consistency almost is like abalone. It's not gelatinous, but
It's a
a
little
little
rubbery.
chewy, but not rubbery real bad.
No,
And
not bad. I mean, you've kind of forced me to have it. You're like, you have to try it. And I did.
forced you. I chased you around the restaurant.
Yes, and you took a picture so I could prove that I did taste it. I have to say the flavors were good. I will say that. Hard to get my mind away from what I'm actually eating. So that aside, the flavors were great. I thought the sauce was really good and the cilantro was very fresh. I don't know that I'm a fan of the texture of tripe.
but you tried it.
I did try it and I like the flavors in it. But yeah, not a fan of the tripe.
Then we had shredded pork with glass noodles, $11.95. This is a very traditional dish, a very special dish. This is clear yam noodles with pickled Chinese vegetables, shredded pork, fresh ginger, garlic, Chinese cabbage, onion, hand-cut bamboo shoots, stir-fried with soy, cooking wine, let's see, white pepper, Szechuan peppercorns, and it's just a slight numbing flavor of the peppercorns made it a little different. But a very nice dish, very different than traditional noodles.
I agree. I think, honestly, the pickled vegetables are what made this dish different than any other glass noodle that I've ever tasted. I like pickled things, so to me, that flavor It just gave it a new level.
And it wasn't overpowering. It was very delicate.
No, these were great. I mean, again, everything we tried was delicious. Even the tripe that freaked me out, the flavor was still good. So if you're not freaked out by textural things, then you'll like it. I mean, the flavors were good. Everything was so unique. You can't go wrong.
Now, it's very, again, different restaurants. So.
Absolutely.
Let's start with some of my favorites. First one was the Szechuan wontons, $5.25. An incredible deal. 12 of them for $5.25 is a steal.
It really is.
I also love the sweet wasabi shrimp, crispy shrimp, $16.95. Not because I pretty much told them how to do it, but I love the flavors.
Yeah,
I like wasabi, and it wasn't overpowering, and it's just a really nice dish and colorful. Tea smoked duck was probably the best of the evening. You can't get any better than this tea smoked duck. Even if you hate duck, you'll love this. Those are my favorite. What were yours?
Oh, the tripe was my favorite.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was so
you're funny,
good.
funny, haha.
We have the same ones, basically. I love the Szechuan wontons. Again, such a deal for $5.25. I mean, crazy. And they were very generous with the filling. A lot of times you get them and they're just not a lot of chintzy. These were just very flavorful. I definitely agree with the sweet wasabi crispy Allan shrimp. And I have to say the Szechuan Garden special fried rice, the flavors in that and the peanuts. I don't know. I love I kept going in for more. It was just delicious.
Very good. Well, Tricia, Szechuan Garden right here in Monclair. I'm glad I took you here.
Yeah, it was worth the drive. I think no matter where you live, this is worth coming out for. It's unique. You just don't find this kind of Chinese food in every neighborhood.
No, definitely not. So, well, now that we've eaten here, guess what? It's your turn. Until next time, food critic Allan Borgen.
And I'm Tricia Jansen.
Happy eating, everybody. Okay, Tricia.
Oh, gosh.
I love
No.
it. Actually, this is for you.
No.
No, you got to try it again. In fact,
I did
you got to
try
prove it
it.
to people.
No,
you got to
it's
prove
on
it.
Facebook,
No,
people.
you got to prove it to people.
No.
Let's dine out.